just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not gonna have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back here. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Rack. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're gonna keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-heals, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count, they bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Rosh right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe will dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke. It's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But
he's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Ana's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the Catapult. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his grab, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the Axe. As Jarex as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
he has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these 4 spirits. On the bottom rune, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jarex. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split a course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Seb's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the MP, the counter, but F5 is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it up. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pause the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Thompson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail pops the hand of God, but No Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with a doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Pops the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting.
Radiant
Somnus,
team
he's there,
back.
Seb. He'll see him. Oh, doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double gather. They see Cataclysm coming out. Somnus still alive.
back.
Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the good.
Radiant team ban. Dire team ban.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night for some of you for some more ESL Dota 2 Birmingham 2020 online, powered by Intel Dota 2 Group Stage NASA region. I'm Party PD, your play-by-play caster, and with me on this wonderful afternoon is Neff Sensei.
Dire team ban.
Yep, we got both of the Beast Coast games, and then there's another Beast Coast game tomorrow. So for those of you who are wondering whatever happened to the EG Beast Coast game, I think it got rescheduled tomorrow because I saw something happening tomorrow. Yeah, that's what it said on our schedule, and I believe on Liquipedia's schedule as well, but then the game never happened, so I don't know if it got, like, officially rescheduled or happened. I don't know the story behind it. I just know, basically.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
That's true. Catching us off guard for the most part. Yesterday I was more caught off guard because if anyone was here tomorrow, I wasn't able to run audio levels before we started because it happened so quickly. I had no idea. So, but today should be fine. It should be the same settings as yesterday. So unless there's a different Twitch chat today, then everything should be fine.
Radiant team pick. Dire team queen of pain.
Earth Shaker.
This is a very different draft from yesterday. Immediately.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, there's actually been, I've seen a lot of Queen play in very interesting ways, and I do see 4 every now and again, but like, weirdly enough, you could pick up Queen and like, I've seen her being ran in the off lane as an off lane hero. I've seen her being ran as safe lane. Just magically, she's transitioned into this hero, and that's like because what you were saying, she's slowly getting these buffs by either being directly buffed or other heroes that are counters to her. And so okay, so I remember seeing this banner at one point in time, but I couldn't quite pinpoint what it was. I thought at first it might have been Fierce Kid, but I don't remember how old Fierce Kid or now that's the other thought is that it could have been either Moo, but for some reason the one time I did try to analyze it, and I think it was when I was at the summit because they had that banner up at the summit too. And I think people pinpointed it to be Fear himself as a child. Oh, that's Moo in current day. You know what? I mean, we haven't seen him in a while, so maybe. Could be current too.
Dire team pick.
I love how you just segued into that so hard. Oh, that was good though. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Anyway, yeah, it's an interesting banner. I won't lie. Most likely going to get spray painted over with spray paints in the mid.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
That was pretty good. But anyway, we're into the draft like you were talking about. We already got the queen already picked up, and that was something I also wanted to talk about. It was first phase banned every game yesterday, and in this game we're seeing very, very different bans in comparison yesterday, because Chen is still in the pool, and that was one of the other first phasers.
Radiant team pick.
Imba Spirit.
Dire team pick.
Enigma.
10 seconds remaining.
Whoa. Ignis. Oh,
5
Dota
seconds
1
remaining.
terms. With a wisp. What? I thought it was just called a wisp. No, that's Io. Ah, crap. It's only been
Radiant team ban.
not the lore guy, all right? All I do is not that. Do a lot of I don't do the lore. That's a area I don't want to dive ever. Huh? Wait, is this an insult or is this actually a
10
compliment?
seconds remaining.
Oh, okay. Got it.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
All right, I'll put that in my highlight reel. Kidding me, man? I put that "it's huge" voice line out there on Twitter, and it's not there. I'm unhappy. Enigma, I'm happy about though. Very happy to
10
see this hero. We
seconds
saw it
remaining.
yesterday, and we're gonna see it again today. Yesterday,
5
it
seconds
worked
remaining.
really, really well. Of course, yeah, it was just continually casting it on one specific hero, or maybe getting just only a 2-man, but like those 2 specific heroes, 1 specific hero flipped the game immensely, and Business Associates looking to hold that this one against Beastcoast, and Beastcoast pick up the Rubik as response. On top of that, just like the Rubik we had yesterday, there's a lot of really good spells to see.
Dire
Ooh.
team pick.
Well, I mean, you know, game 2 or
Radiant
game 3.
team pick.
Yeah, but you're sitting there and you're watching your team form, and you're like, man, I can make it. I don't want to say I could do better, because I
10 seconds remaining.
yeah, but I didn't want to say that
5
about
seconds remaining.
I didn't want to say that about Otto. He's a great player. I like him a lot. And fun fact, I don't know which team he was on a long time ago, but maybe about 2.5 years ago, there was a game that was not being casted officially. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to cast this game. I don't speak Spanish, but I'll give it a shot. Well, I mean, I didn't use Spanish. But I went in there and I casted the game. And because I casted this game, his dad came into my Twitch chat and like rated me with about like 3,000 viewers. What? No.
select your heroes.
Because the only solution to this is just keeping the HP of the Ursa as low as possible, stopping it from snowballing, stopping it from getting that early abyssal. And the bottom lane, we're probably going to see the same problem that we saw yesterday in that Wraith King game, where the Wraith King just wasn't able to get any farm because they put up against him. I think we're going to see a repeat of that from Business Associates here. They didn't respond to it that well yesterday. They might do a little bit better after they've had one game to practice playing against that on Beastcoast, but we'll see.
Sorry, we're just trying to. There was another audio issue or something like that, but game wasn't. It's not any different from yesterday, guys. So I don't know what the problem is.
I am loud again. Okay.
It's the same. It's the same as yesterday. I don't know what the problem is.
All right.
And I don't know about the game rendering.
The game isn't rendering. Hey, what happened?
What do you mean? Nothing happened.
Are we supposed to have that compendium pre-game screen?
Oh, it's on shuffle right now.
Oh, okay.
What? Do you not like it on shuffle? Should I leave it on the compendium one?
It wasn't on my screen either.
Oh, that's weird. Then.
What is a whack-a-meepo?
It's whack.
Alright, you can start casting this. Go.
I mean, what is there to cast? It's just only who doing it?
There is nothing that can stop this man!
Come on. See, it's just no. See, it's just him doing it.
First 10 points wins. I'm sure there's multiple people playing. Moo is just too good at this. The other people can't keep up. Oh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what? That's why you got the analyst on board.
That's why I have the analyst on board.
Believe it or not, this is actually the mooing. It's actually the sound from the crowd at TI6. I was there. That's the sounds the audience were making when Moo got into second place when he was on DC at the time.
Well, now there's more than one person. Why are we pinging every tower?
No, they're just buying time. It's interesting to see the whack-a-mole. I don't like it as much as the musical chairs yesterday when I saw
Didn't have any idea how to do the music.
I know how musical chairs works, okay? Just not in Dota.
I almost feel bad.
来，你打我呀！
You know what's cooking? Boom!
Yeah, every tower is currently pinged. The players have obviously grown bored with the Wacka Meepo already. Now it's just Chris Luck playing.
Yeah,
it.
no, I've closed Wacka Meepo up.
You've closed it?
Yeah, they're gone.
Alright, I suppose I can close it as well. I'm not sure what we're paused for at this point.
Yeah, I didn't see why we were paused at the first place, and it's kind of gone now. Oh, okay, we're going. At least one of us. No?
One, two,
yes?
Alright, they're both ready. Alright, time for some Dota 2.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 1. Coast versus Business Associates. And I think Beastcoast have been on Dire almost every time.
Yeah, I'm not sure who picked the side of this game. I think that's intentional though, if they've been in Dire just every single game. Anyways, not that important. I do want to talk about Business Associates lineup though. Snake King and Eternal Envy are currently playing for Beastcoast.
They didn't even really look at that part.
Now you may be familiar with Eternal Envy and Snake King. They were last on Cloud9.
You said Beastcoast.
Oh, sorry.
I got
Business
confused.
Associates.
I'm like, wait, hang on.
Got it backwards. Both of the teams start with a B. It's a really easy mistake to make.
30 seconds to battle.
Sure. I don't think that's true.
Wait up.
Plus, their mid laners look exactly the same. Eternal Envy looks exactly like Chris Luck.
They both look like cows?
Ooh. But,
oh wait, sorry. I got in my head for some reason. I was looking at Ursa and I was looking at Earthshaker.
Nice recovery, man.
I'm just like, no, I didn't mean that at all.
It's fine. I'm sure you're not the first person to flame Eternal Envy like that. It's got a bit of a bad rep in NA.
Well, hang on, Enchantress, what's going on over here? Trying to block the creep wave? Nah, he's not.
No, he was heading in to grab a little bit of EXP.
He wanted to get that denied creep from Brax.
And he did. He got 28 XP. This is the next level play here by Stinger. Actually,
now enchanted one of the Eidolons too.
Yep.
I never really like look at that and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna enchant an Eidolon as a...
No, I don't really think it's worth it. The ability goes on cooldown for a little while. I mean, you can stop from multiplying into 6, and then you can make it a little bit easier to deal with the lane. But the ability is also super good for, like, again, grabbing neutrals. You can grab a Harpy Stormcrafter. You can do so much harass to the enemy players.
Dire's courier
but
has been
it might be worth using it
already.
Yeah,
it's not the same team, but it's happening already.
But yeah, that one might be worth doing in order to just make it a little bit easier for whoever you're in lane with CS. I think Business Associates were probably watching the games yesterday and saw how much Beastcoast struggled to deal with the Enigma against their safe lane. Doing a decent job so far here on front. Actually, this was so next level. He let the Eidolons tank the hits from Gyrocopter. Thinking Gyrocopter could bring him down, and they all split up after a couple of hits there, so we didn't really get any of the CS from them. Massive brain Brax over here.
Giga brain?
But yeah, they definitely didn't respond to this that well yesterday in their game against, God, I'm losing it in my old age, Pete.
Hey, against gods?
Against, and then I stopped myself because I forgot. They were playing against Crazy yesterday.
Bottom. Go, keep going.
Yep,
sorry, I was looking.
Yeah.
Field.
Schofield.
I practiced all night.
Yeah, he gets so upset by the fact that he got flamed by people for pronouncing his name incorrectly. He lay awake in the middle of the night and like kept talking to himself, Schofield for hours. Over here, they dive Brax under the tower. I don't think they're gonna be able to bring him down,
Might be in a bit of trouble. I don't think they can go any further on this one. They'll have to let him go. They will clip the courier though, so it's 1-to-1 courier now at least.
We gotta keep a courier score as well as a kill score.
Whisper, Boo, trying to chase him down under the tower. I mean, I wish there really needs to be a courier kill thing at the end. Like after yesterday, there has to be a courier kill statistic.
Yeah, there's probably some way for stats people to pull it up, but for us to pull it up in live time would be.
Yeah, that's great idea. Being chased by Centaur, and then I don't think they can kill him off. This is good though. The Enchantress is running around. Gyro's having a free lane, free-ish lane. No, he's fine. There's nothing else I can say about that.
Be okay.
All right, so I want your opinion. All right, I'm a big man of cosmetics. We've already been over how much I like cosmetics.
You were the hat analyst of the group. Continue.
Yes, I am the hat analyst. You want to know about hats? I probably know about all of them. Well, I want to know what you think of this Ursa that looks exactly like a Spirit Breaker, just less spirit and breaker.
This is the Spirit, or sorry, this is the Ursa Spirit Breaker roleplay set. That's what I think of this one. He's LARPing.
Got it. Got it.
Are you a big LARP guy yourself?
No, I've actually never done it, believe it or
not. I see.
I bet I could do it though.
I'm not very good for cosplay. For Halloween one year, I just threw a sheet on top of myself, cut some holes over my eyes, and called myself a ghost. Not very inspired. So shout out to the cosplayers out there. Ooh, Whisper. A little bit of damage. I'm not sure they'd want to dive the tower, but he does have that double stomp that I was talking about.
He's got one more click. Oh no, he's got wands. Getting clicked by the boar here. Now Moo's gonna be in a bit of trouble. He's gonna be blocked in by the boar. And never mind, he's not. He's got quelling blades, tangos, everything.
Yeah.
He'll be able to get out of there.
Yeah, that double leap is going to get a little bit scary as this lane goes on. Beastmaster has to mind his distance a little bit. That early ring of protection did save him though. Down here, looks like Fear is gonna go down.
Push him away for the time being, but it's going to be brought right back into Chris Luck, and Chris Luck's going to definitely enjoy having this kill, especially since the first blood.
Goes down there to grab a bannerman, fill up his bottle, gets a kill while he's down there, so another 290 gold in his pocket. Well, top lane, they're pressuring this tower hard up here. You got the Harpy, the Wild Wing Ripper. Running a train on this guy.
Trying to catch off Brax here, but Snaking does manage to come in. Does not have Aftershock though, so there's no point in enhancing his totem, but Brax will get the kill. That'll help him quite a lot here. He's going to end up pretty soon, but it's not going to end up specking Black Hole this early.
Well, he might. Depends how hungry he is for a kill. It looks like he's doing fine in this lane, though. Anything he can do to slow down this gyrocopter, I don't think he'll go for the point.
Sorry, I was like, oh, the Enchantress is actually here. Then kill out onto the Shaker and down for the time being, but I don't think there's enough follow-up damage to get this, especially since he's in.
Just a little bit too much movement speed,
Bottom,
a little bit too tanky. Oh,
just a split second. Keeper wave going through, killing off Schofield on that one. Moo's still getting the last hit, actually. I thought, it definitely looked like the Keeper wave was going kill on that one.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to give it up to the Ursa. You want him to come online as quickly as possible. The kills aren't as valuable as they were in the last patch, but they're still a pretty big deal. Just coming online a little bit faster. That you're not doing as well on CS as you would like to. This is a little bit of a brawly lane. Ursa will normally dominate his lane, but the first couple levels he's at disadvantage. Just because the Keeper flight is... Ooh, Whisper's gonna go down here.
Yeah, but now he'll probably be able to get Whisper under the tower here, unless Schofield blocks him off perfectly, and they do exactly that. Oh, never mind, jumping back in. Ooh, I don't think you win this trade here. He's being cooked by the boar as well. Do manage to get the kill on Stinger up in the top lane in the meantime. Brax is also following, but it looks like they're also going to end up being able to spot him.
Awesome. But just as I was talking about in bottom lane, they're super clean there by Schofield. Very nice body block there. Missed that top lane. Someone else bugging me a little bit about the mic issues.
I just my best here, man.
I know. We didn't have to get to the bottom of this. I talked to our a guy who did production for us last year.
Pythian?
Yes. Pythian, God bless his soul. I may have to buy some equipment in order to make it a little bit easier to adjust next time from my end. So.
And all I know is that I gotta buy a new monitor eventually. I didn't know having a better monitor actually makes it. I didn't know it mattered.
Mm-hmm. How many jiggly hertz does your monitor have?
What did you just call me?
I said jiggly hertz. Eternal Envy getting gone on down here. Unfortunately, they didn't manage to connect one of these rock throws, I think.
Wait, hang on. Hey, jiggly hertz?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you can't just leave that there.
Of course I can. We're talking about Dota right now, not monitor specs. Listen, I can give you a tutorial after the game if you'd like, Pete.
Give me monitor recommend.
Radiant's top
All right, we can do that too.
I'm not gonna talk about what monitor I have right now. I'll let you know after that.
Gotcha. Stinger taking over here in the mid lane for a little bit is sort of behind on level, so be useful for him. He does have to be careful though. Enchantress is a very low base HP and strength growth rate hero. She has 440 HP right now, and Eternal Envy can do 413 damage with his ultimate.
Trying to get away from Chris Luck here, but he's chasing him down. Blowing Insidious Burn. Sorry, I knew you were going off in the mid there, but it was the same thing with Snaking. He went mid for a while and tried to get the love. Now he's dead.
Yep. But Eternal Envy could have basically just pressed the ultimate on Stinger right there, and Stinger would have died. Surprised he didn't, actually.
Might have been wanting to hold it off. He realizes that Enchantress isn't that big of a... Pardon, that big of a kill target, and they might end up going for the gyro. And this is where saving the ult will probably come in handy here.
Yep.
As soon as she's not stunned, and it doesn't matter. They'll get the kill anyway.
No need to expend all the mana and that huge 125-second cooldown for that if the kill's already secured. So Gyrocopter going down. We're not seeing him have as bad of a time this game as last time he was playing against the Enigma. His last hits that game were pretty awful at 10 minutes in the game. He did make a super solid recovery though.
Stinger being chased out here by EE and Snaking. I saw the stun go out initially, and it looks like Snaking's gonna at least confirm the bounty rune here.
Radiant's middle.
You know, I guess that Stinger's not level 6. It's gonna be pretty easy to hit the hero.
I think Brax is just going to go down here.
Oh yeah, but back in the bot, the Brax go down, so not exactly a trade you want to do here. They couldn't rotate their heroes because they were going instead. Beastcoast taking that opportunity to kill off a very important hero, as we saw yesterday how important it was. Does have the Necronomicon though, so he could farm a little bit, but like, listen to the Enigma performance yesterday, this is a very, very different game.
Yeah, I mean, do keep in mind, yesterday the Enigma game was sort of hard. At the start, he didn't land any good black holes. It was after the Wraith King started making a couple mistakes. He like popped his reincarnate before the fights, and his team was there. That made the job a whole lot easier for him. I think right there, Brax had a little bit of miscommunication from his team, because the Ignis was dropped onto the tower to basically no effect. It might have looked like they wanted to take that fight if the Ignis was being dropped. Nobody else teleported though, and his black hole was still a couple of seconds till it was done cooldown. So just a couple things were a little bit off, and he did end up dropping without getting much in return there though. Got the keen optic though, and he's sitting over here by the mid lane. And the shovel. This item is so good right now.
Shovel is like hands down, like the best like tier S item.
Mm-hmm.
You get the shovel, that's so much net worth because it's just you get a salve, that's a lot of gold. You get TP, that's 90 gold. You get a bounty rune, that's question mark gold.
Yeah, it's super awesome when like mid laners hold it. Or supports will use it nearby the mid laners just to fill up their bottle again. If they do manage to grab that bounty rune. That one needs an act. Dug up bounty runes, you know, they're covered in dirt. You shouldn't be able to put them in bottles. It's not sanitary.
I don't know how to take 80% of what you always say seriously. But no, I get it though. It shouldn't do a full refill.
You think you should go back down to 2 charges for the bounty runes?
I think like if you get a dug up bounty rune, it should be a 1 charge bottle.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But it obviously would have to have a different programming.
I mean, they've done a different bunch of different bottle changes over the years.
This. Down here, they want to get Whisper. He's under the tower here. There's no black hole. No mana for it, but they're going to get him no matter what. Do drop the... click on it. Yeah, Ignis Fatus. The name.
I told you it's an Ignis, but watch your comments about its weight. But
Ignis Fatus.
Popping that there might have seemed a little bit like an overcommitment. I liked it though. They did have the Ember Spirit and the Rubik sitting there, I guess ready to take a counter initiation if they had to. The Ignis there definitely discouraged the Ember from going in and being able to do anything. So you don't rely on it too heavily either. You still have the black hole to fall back on as this massive team fight ultimate. It's not like you've used your ace in the hole when you drop that one. So.
I wonder what kind of black hole we're gonna end up anyway, because there's no real big one hero that's like the one you have to get every team fight. Because there's 3 total damage dealing heroes. You got the Roar, which any follow-up damage. Then you got Gyro, which is call down, and then if the Ember is going the right kind of build, which we do, or I'd say right kind of build.
There's only one right build according to
the Desolator build worked yesterday. It's just the build that I always see is like the Maelstrom in sort of like a big.
Yeah, I mean it farms a little bit faster. You clear out the creep waves. The damage isn't reduced from the Maelstrom procs on the creep waves. It makes a lot of sense. The hero does run into farming problems.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Desolator and Mael.
Dire's middle tower.
Well, we'll see. Desolator would surprise me a little bit in a game like this. Gyrocopter is going to be the bulk of the damage. I think you want like a magical damage burst here on Chris Luck, but we'll see. Play a little bit earlier. Although, look at how they're trying to chunk these towers down right now. They're just running at this. The armor reduction from the Desolator would go pretty far.
Business associates are fine trading this off. They'll get that Roshan up here in the top. Got the Ursa with the Mask of Madness, allowing that one to get the kill. So they'll trade the tower for the Aegis. I don't think they're entirely concerned about this one, because all you have to do is just run Brax into a lane, go and make some conversions, and then click away. Farm. Like, Brax isn't really concerned about losing that.
No. It does, with that down, the mid tower down though, it does open up their jungle a little bit, but they're doing exactly what could be doing this now. Oh, Envy. But he's got the illusion rune? 200 IQ? Old Envy is back.
Just in time.
Yeah, it's
Heroes in the mid. There's a Madness on the Gyro too. Man, is it back to Mask of Madness just game again?
I don't think so. I don't think it's that great on the Gyrocopter either. You get to spam Rocket Barrage, so silencing yourself. Actually, it's only 6 seconds. Silencing yourself isn't the best thing in the world though. On that hero.
Well, I mean, as a Gyro, if you go Aghanim Scepter, then you go Mask of Madness. The Ags is still the strict attack speed, right? So it doesn't get buffed by getting a Mask of Madness.
It's once every what 1.4 seconds now. It was like 1.1 on release.
It used to be 1. Like when it first came out, it was 1.
Yeah. It is 1.2. My bad.
I feel like it was 1.4 at one point. They might have nerfed it because of the Divine Rapier deal.
Yeah. I mean, it's so strong right now. I mean, going a Satanic with that and like popping a Satanic before you get disabled, you still have your side gunner life stealing for you. It is so crazy.
Right. Looks like he is going to go for that build eventually. This is pretty standard though. You get the Aghanim Scepter. You go into Butterfly. We didn't see it yesterday when I think we saw the Gyro game. Or at least there was a Gyro game I was watching that didn't do it. They got everything but Ags.
Yeah. It's pretty universally built right now. Basically every Gyrocopter game I've watched it's been picked up. I think it was picked up yesterday as well. Once in a while people don't get it though. Yeah, once in a while you see people not get it. It's just too good though. I mean, the extra bulk is okay on the hero because you do try to get focused down on team fights. You use the HP, you use the mana, then of course any extra auto attacks. They help you farm so much faster as well when you get that extra auto attack in. So it makes a lot of sense for a lot of reasons.
There hasn't been a black hole yet, right? I haven't missed it.
There
Alright,
was
it's just
one
like-
black hole at the start
Oh
of the
wait,
game.
right, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see it either. When Enigma teleported down here to defend and died, his black hole was on cooldown initially, though.
Oh,
So I did miss the first black hole of the game. Other than that, there hasn't been one though. No.
yeah. Well, I mean, we would have seen a kill happen if it was a black hole that we needed.
Yeah.
I know that sounds bad to say as a person who literally loves watching Enigma, but like
We see every black hole that matters. No T-Tours here.
we see every
Radiant's
Echo
top
Slam,
tower
every
is
black
under
hole,
attack.
every scream that matters.
Welcome to the house of big camera work, everybody.
Ignis Facet. I'm not gonna get over the fact that the second part is Fatus.
It certainly is. Moose sitting a little bit far forward here. Everyone's hesitant to go on him, though. A lot of the heroes
Yeah,
on.
I mean, he has Aegis. It's another minute or so, less than a minute that it's up, though. They want to make a play with it.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to, though. Again, you don't have BKB. Oh, they're actually going to smoke behind the tower here. This could
They
be big.
saw it, though.
This is the last person
They
they
didn't
want.
see it. They don't want Stinger. Stinger is not the hero they need, but they could try to get him. He's healing pretty good here, but he's going to get cut out by Moo at the last second. They're going to clean him up. So they'll get that. It's not the hero that they want, but they do manage to see Whisper on the sideline. They do end up dropping the Will Wisp, but they push him away, not in. So get out of this one. But we see the Echo Slam go out on the sidelines here, out on Chris Luck, but Luck's just able to jump away from this one, and Brax thought he was going to go down here, but Luck's just going to jump again. He's got the Remnants available. It's the big spell you always go for is the Ember Spirits. Your whole
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
well.
Radiant's middle
But now they'll get this
tower
tower.
is under
Business finally happy they made a play with it.
Are fortified.
Slow it up for the time being, though. Looking at it's gonna die pretty soon here. Beastcoast might just be waiting for this Aegis to burn, kill on him permanently.
They might lose in the middle of going on him if they continue to, but the Fisher block does stop that.
Looks like he'll be fine now. Oh, hang on. Chris Luck manages to get the kill on Fear outside of the outpost here, though.
Yeah, going for bounty.
Not see that one.
Both of them trying to grab bounty runes right there while the action went on to mid lane. So nice pick off there by Chris Luck.
Easy bounty picking.
I like what Business Associates is doing here, though. They're not overcommitting with any of their big team fight spells. They'll use one or two, but they'll always have a couple to fall back on, so the enemies can't commit to them too hard. You always see either like Eternal Envy holding on to his Sonic Wave, or Brax is just holding on to Black Hole to have that constant threat of it. What was it that you said the other day when we were casting together? Like, one of the best black holes is... No, I think that was Truman I was with.
Radiant's top tower is under
One of the best black holes you can have is a black hole not used.
Oh yeah, no, that's pretty much the go-to deal on that one, because like it's the constant threat that you have the ability is what scares people the most. And if you don't have the ability up, then people are just like, well, then there's no reason for us to be scared. We could just do whatever we want. Wow, this does not... Midnight Pulse does not work in the river. Roar goes out on the sidelines, though. They do manage to find three, but here's the first Sonic Wave going through. It does a lot of damage, and Whisper might be the first one to fall from it, but they do get Brax first. There wasn't a Black Hole dedicated for this either. Earthshaker on the side, Snaking going down too. They lose three off of this one, and Beastcoast, they're running down the halls. They're going to go straight down to mid and just... They're going to clean up some towers. Nope, they're never mind. They want EE.
I'm not so sure about that one. I think they focus here in mid lane. They do have Fortify up, but again, with his Mask of Madness Gyro, the Boars, he doesn't have anything dominated at the moment because he picked off in the last team fight. Look at him rip through this tower here.
It's very dead tower. This is the power of the Beastmaster. He actually went for Max Inner Beast before he ended up going for Wild Axe. It's pretty standard, though. Wild Axe is really that great of a spell. Want to get that Inner Beast with this pushing team. Maybe if you were like a solid... If you had a lot of gold and you weren't the guy carrying all the auras, then you'd probably go Wild Axe. Whisper is running full aura on this one. Helm of the Dom, Vladimir's.
4? He's 3, isn't he?
Yeah, he's 3. Yeah, it's just... This is what your normal Beastmaster is.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the other normal Beastmaster is Blink Dagger Shadowblade. Like that was his build for a long time. Blink Dagger, Shadow Blade, Medallion.
FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, but Ana wasn't able to do damage because of his rupture. He still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm as good as here.
Got to be
Watch
careful who
Jerax.
shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis rune. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well, between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees, he's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is leveled up the L.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Kings. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Spirit picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Claws as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel them. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. Xnova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tails coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that Xnova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. Xnova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, Xnova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Brack. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them knocks them back. But Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are for goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds him, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spot, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
Anna is in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to fight the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. And they breached through it. It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tails already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this racks on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers. He's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the EMP, the counter, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pots the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. There's now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. They've got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Thompson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail puts the hand of God, but No Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo, re-ball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Boss the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the instruction. They find him. He's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with him with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double. There's a Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Ame. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Ame able to waveform up to the high ground. Zame should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost right. He's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Ame's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back. Real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice, nice play from Ame.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refreshing shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now. At all.
The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their
FY.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of him. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns up. The blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just what a Shadow Blade. It just, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer so he can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing huge issues in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these team fights.
It's too constant. Like that double cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
But then they're utilizing the PL very well too by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play. OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He's a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jerax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the primal split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No-tail. Being chased by Ame. The bash is coming through, but the blade mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash, the cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY buys back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Ame on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jerax. Jerax with the tether. Ame turns his head. There's the call. Seb, he catches Ame. Ame OG! Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This double talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Ana frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Ride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Ana, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the BKB with the call. Seb, he's got the disability Chalice. Do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. He's there tags. He gets Bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game. Ana trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow-up. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time. The Bananas on top of it. Did they have the damage? Seb's got the blade on FY.
Okay.
With the snowball again. Thompson, Jarax focusing the rags. Thompson gets the Hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Jarax. Ana still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid racks falling. They've taken a full second set, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. Azana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger.
Ruptured.
He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jarek in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarek gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range rack standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's coming. This is only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X that was buyback. It was only like 600 or 700,
Yeah.
which is crazy. But Jerax also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback. But 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jerax.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at Jerax coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4 of the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LG able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 staffs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with a Scythe of Ice. And I think they can get a Scythe of Ice on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say, definitely favorite at this point of the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this next Roshan.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves. Or even like, I saw in the last fight too, when it was down bottom, he even tried like Walrus kicking the IO away from when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save, in particular that Brewmaster, who is just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LGD.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they do with the BKB call. The snowball is the only thing, but they have Bloodthorns, they have Scythe of Ice for the Tusk, they have a lot of things available. Maybe Aeon Disc perhaps for Brewmaster. I'm not exactly sure what the best way for him to deal with it is. Looks like he is going for an Octarine perhaps for almost permanent.
The sentry's down though. They see Thompson, but Thompson, he's already quick with the play. The Tornado into EMP, Cold Snap as well, they've got the Hex, but there won't be any further jumping. They just poke at Arme.
They're trying to make space.
They got the Mega Creeps.
That's a distraction play right there.
Up against the Mega Creeps. PSG LGD, it's what stands between them and the championship title here in Game 4.
And they got it right before that wave, before that 59-minute mark too, so we already have the Mega Creep wave coming in, that momentum pushing onto LGD's side.
And you look at their lineup, can PSG LGD's heroes deal with the Mega Creeps? It's hard. They don't really have that sort of incredible D-push or AoE sort of hard hitters to deal with it.
That's kind of what they've been lacking in a lot of this game, right? That's what we've been talking about with the illusions, with the PL. They've got ways to find them if it's, or ways to kill them if they find the exact one, but as for doing that, it's very tough when they don't have just the Dispel from Chalice.
And he does too much damage to ignore at this point with the Bloodthorn. And on top of that, Roshan is going to respawn in about 1 minute's time. LGD, I think their buybacks are going to cool down around that time, but I just don't think they can withstand this onslaught from LGD. They really want to be able to prevent this Roshan. It's super obvious when there's Mega Creeps. With Mega Creeps, that's the luxury that you have. You can just wait a couple of seconds. You know, the creeps will be hitting at your T4s if you wait.
As Ana commits forward. Has no boots, but a full Eye of Scotty. 3,800 health now on this PL, who hasn't been dying for a very long time. Now he's got easier ways, easier kill opportunity, and much more survivability.
Yeah, he probably has like maybe 7,000, 8,000 HP effective with the butterfly evasion and the heal, the overcharge, and the Hand of God is just way too much. And the lifesteal from Shen too, which is another ability.
OG clearing out the pit. Very, very soon to be spawning. Roshan and PSG LGD are well aware.
Roshan's up. It looks like only OG knows.
Ame and Ana. Indeed, some illusion action. Ame's gonna get caught out by the tornado though. They've opened up onto him. Ame trying to get on top of Ana. The BKB pop by Chalice. He'll get the ult out. No Tail getting gone out straight away by FY with the snowball. No Tail's dead for 100. They'll get the Chen. Ana in the midst of it trying to lock down onto FY. The rest of his team about to come over to get the tornado. Out onto X over Seb. Looking for the cool control onto Ame. Has he got it? Ame getting stood up by the cool Seb, but he's able to wait for him up the Hydra. Thompson blinks in. He gets the Hex up, and FY with the snowball save. They get the bash out. Soldiers will be able to find the IO, but they're fully low OGD. That Soldiers dead for 2 minutes. They get Thompson. Thompson dead for 2 minutes. Only Ana. Ana, can he do it here? Is it half out? Seb! He gets the call of his lifetime. As 3 dead now on LGD, no buyback. Seb will fall. Ana kept alive off the back of that fight. As that very much looked like PSG LGD were able to tip OG over the edge, but that plus 100 Berserker score, you could see Seb as well being very careful with how he used it, keeping it to that opportune moment after any potential sort of Manta dodges have been done by Thomas Ame, and he gets the call.
9 doppelgangers used just in that area around the Ancients from the PL. Just the constant barrage of illusions giving that distraction to allow Seb to get that call off.
And that's another Roshan for OG.
These fights have to be so hectic for the players. There's like 30 PLs.
There's just both sides. I mean, even the Enchantress is like taking a PL, and then the Morphling turns into PL.
5 seconds remaining.
You know what's cooking? Boom!
Down the middle lane.
Just walking down with a DD.
The tier 4s. Ana says he's done with it. He wants to end this game. The buyback will come out from FY. Ana. It's going to be snowballed. Ana. He's in. He's not got any backup on the way.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining.
Hello, ladies and
Red
gentlemen.
team.
Welcome to some more ESL One Birmingham 2020 online
Dire team
group
ban.
stage powered by Intel game number 2 of Beastcoast versus Business Associates. I'm your play-by-play caster, Party PD, and with me is still Def Sensei.
Still, was I going to be fired after that last? I wasn't informed of that.
You know, I'm sure, alright, I'm sure that the mic issues aren't actually much of a problem for you. It might
10
just be
seconds
like a problem
remaining.
coming out of my OBS. Maybe your mic is perfectly fine,
seconds
and I'm
remaining.
just real bad at this program.
That does sound more correct to me. I don't see myself making any mistakes ever.
Right, okay, sure. I see how it is. Throw me under the bus immediately.
Absolutely.
That's
I
good.
won't be joining you for a third game, everybody. Thank you for having me for 2 so far, though.
Oh. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome to game number 2. We had a bit of an issue in the lobby. I'm going to talk about it because for some reason, you see it down here in the chat right now. All right, you can see that the emotes, if you have an emote linked on, I think, to any of your chat lines, it's going to
Radiant team
blend
ban.
into your overall words. But then the big thing in the lobby that we had was that anybody that was typing, the messages weren't like loading a new message underneath as a reply. It just stacked them on top of each other.
Yeah, all the... Like, you got no new line. I think somebody at Valve was coding something in the update and maybe fell asleep on his keyboard, had his, like, the delete key under his face or something like that. Just deleted a bunch of really important code that separated lines. I don't know how these things
5
work, but that's how I like to imagine that it happened. Like that scene out of Silicon Valley, where the guy drops the alcohol and delete key when they're doing that really important stuff. They think they're being hacked.
I feel like that is like the equivalent of the guy who left the coffee cup in the Game of Thrones scene. That was from
Dire
Starbucks.
team
Yes,
Like, I
But-
feel like that is the equivalent too.
but it was intentional in the Silicon Valley.
No,
Anyways,
that wasn't. Oh, okay.
the
okay,
coffee
in that-
cup was not
right,
intentional.
Right. Yeah, well, I'm saying that this wasn't intentional either.
I've actually never seen that scene. I stopped watching Game of Thrones as the went downhill.
Radiant team
Don't worry, everybody stopped watching it after like the last season. I don't know why it wasn't the worst season. Nobody remembers season 4.
It's just because nothing happened in season 4.
Exactly, that was bad.
But nothing
Everything
happened in the
last
nothing
season.
happened in the book of Feast for Crows. Everyone just kind of walks around.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's why it was the.
5 seconds.
Everyone's complaining that this was the last one was the worst season, and like they don't remember any other season apparently.
Well, just because nothing happened doesn't mean it ruined the entire series like the last season did. Anyways, let's start the draft. Puck picked up on Beastcoast and Nyx Assassin immediately after it. I like both these heroes. I really like Nyx Assassin against Queen of Pain. There's a lot you can do against her. Again, being able to sneak up on her when you're invisible, pop that Spike Carapace, get that initial stun off, burst her down with your Mana Bird and your Impale after that once you have the setup with Spike
10
Carapace and that
seconds
return
remaining.
damage. Awesome. Puck, of course, amazing at bringing her down.
5
Silencing
seconds
her
remaining.
blink and throwing out that Dream Coil was super useful. And even though Nyx Assassin mostly played as support, Puck can go support or mid, depending on the circumstances.
Or aggro off
Not-
lane.
Or aggro offlane.
So I just had to throw that out there.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of throwing arrows like that into the aggro off. Remember this was when it was real bad, all right?
Uh-huh.
When people were actually playing offlane sniper.
Yes, that wasn't good.
Dire team ban.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
Enchantress.
You play it in a pro game, everyone's gonna do it in pubs. That was the worst time ever. Same point in time when it was like Axe being Axe and Skywrath.
Ten seconds remaining.
So much laning potential. You have
5
impetus
seconds
now at
remaining.
1 instead of having it at 6. I mean, obviously your passive's not super important as an enchantress either, especially if you're playing as a support. And it kind of counters out if you want to pick a Beastmaster or a Lycan. Well, I mean, actually, it doesn't really counter Lycan. Lycan's still pretty...
Team ban.
But it counters out picking up Chen. It counters out picking up the Beastmaster. Kind of like we talked about last game.
Radiant team pick.
So we're unlikely to see the Chen picked up by Beastcoast. Enchantress...
Plus, even Clinks is still in too. So there's that.
Yes. Although the game that we did see with Clinks against the Beastmaster, the Clinks ended up losing. The game was hilarious to watch. Thank you, Moon, for giving us all that show.
Yeah, we
5 seconds.
it was definitely a very fun game to see that one. Just that's the sole reason courier kills needs to be a thing, as on the post game. I'm sure they were having a lot of fun with that game, but you know, it started getting scary yesterday because game 3 it looked like they could have lost too. They could have lost, yeah. They almost suffered for messing it around a little bit because it definitely looked like they had game number 2 if they didn't have Moon so eager to grab those couriers there. They ran into a couple damage problems, but back to this game. Templar Assassin and Lone Druid both banned out, and the Lone Druid ban does make a little bit of sense to me. It's not really something Nyx Assassin or Puck really like playing against, and it would give Business Associates a lot more pushing power. I'm just gonna say I'm scared of what's gonna happen as soon as we get into the game, because you know if it's on melding like this, there's the Clinks. If the chat keeps on melding like this, it's gonna look terrible when the all chat lines come out. The chat works a little bit differently inside these little text boxes from when it does in the game. Hopefully. Again, I'm not one of them code wizards. In fact, I barely know how computers work, but
10 seconds.
I'm pretty sure it's a different system. I mean, I took 1 year of coding.
Remaining.
I didn't. And yeah, I know it sucked. The only Java I know.
Want to be a coder.
The only Java I know is like the drink. Oh, I didn't even do Java. You know. Plus. Coffee. You know what that means? No, no, it's not. I don't even drink coffee. Pretty sad grade. That's what. Actually, it is. You know what I do drink? This was a bit that I wanted to do at the start. All right, this was a bit. You know what I drink? What do you drink, Pete? Drink this Mountain Dew Game Fuel right here. Oh, thank you, Mountain Dew Game Fuel, for giving us the energy to get through this cast. I went to the store yesterday so I can do that for the bit. We don't sell them up here yet. What? We don't sell them up here yet. Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come to Canada. This is might have like different health laws for. I mean, it's a legitimate thing because there's a European company that was gonna bring it to the US, but there was like 7 things that couldn't be in the drink that could be in EU. Looks like the Beastmaster still gets picked up though, but with the Enchantress on the opposing team. A little bit odd. I think in this scenario you go 1-3-1 then, as in you want to get the Beastmaster boards every time. All right, listen. Oh, wait, this is the play. This is the play. The Beastmaster summons the board, the Enchantress takes it, and then the Clinks eats it afterwards. Exactly. It's the circle of life. It is the perfect play. There's no counterplay to this. Wait a minute. Is this a core Clinks then? Unless this is maybe it could be a 4 Clinks. It could be either 4 or core. Yes. They still have a couple of options here. It would be hilarious to see that exact sequence of events happen. I don't imagine it would, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did at the same time. Dragon picked up here next. My boy! That pick does make a lot of sense to me, especially if this is a support Clinks. Actually, even if it isn't, they don't really have the damage at this point to bring down the Dragon Knight. If they can, they do have the break from the Nyx Assassin ultimate that will disable his passive, make him easier to burst down. But I'm just not sure they're going to be able to do that, especially once he gets a little bit of status resistance under his belt. Beastcoast might be running into damage issues with their current draft unless they just snowball out of control in these lanes, but we'll see. Yeah, they still have their last pick available too, and kind of like what I was talking about a little bit earlier, Puck could be mid, Puck could be off, or Puck could be 4. Clinks could be off, mid. No, he can't be off. He could be mid or core or 4. Beastcoast still have a very flexible pick draft on top of what they're doing. Yeah, there's not too much damage to take out this DK right now. Clinks is all physical damage, basically, so the armor's not going to do much. Puck, I mean, it's his, all the above.
the magic damage isn't like the greatest amount, especially since a lot of DKs like to go for double bracers. So he'll be pretty beefy. Although there's no magic resistance that comes from strength anymore. Ah.
Dire
Jay.
team back.
Yeah.
Timber was a beautiful ban, actually. That would have been like the hero to play in this.
Yeah, again, putting that against the Beastmaster, you're going to have a super easy time. The boar is not going to do a whole lot other than help build up reactive armor stacks, and of course you have the constant looming threat of when you're laning against the Beastmaster, you're able to get that much more damage with the Whirling Death just due to the fact that he's a strength hero. Now,
10 seconds
we
remaining.
see what Business Associates wants to ban out here. They don't have a whole lot of
5
time left.
seconds
Both
remaining.
teams at the last of reserve time, 13-12 seconds with the teams respectively.
Dire team
I did like Timbersaw a lot though, because again, you're feeling like you have damage issues on Beastcoast. You do Dragonlight Knight is a decent frontliner, but I feel like one more really wouldn't hurt them.
I feel like in this scenario, since they have the it sounds weird, yeah, safe lane Quap and the mid DK, at this point, it would be that kind of initiator off lane, and I think
10 seconds.
Centaur would do.
5 seconds.
Centaur's not picked up too often. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat.
Yeah, I saw that. That's actually somebody I know who wrote that.
Oh, Bounty Hunter. Okay, so then this is... All right, so I've been seeing this in pubs, all right? It's going to be an off-lane queen, and it's a safe lane Bounty Hunter.
Ah, okay. I have actually seen the safe lane Bounty Hunter. Beastcoast actually ran Bounty Hunter mid one
10
game, I think.
seconds remaining.
I forget which game that was, but they definitely did do it.
Well, I
5
think that was a
seconds
Hector play,
remaining.
though.
Yeah, I'm not
I
going to
remember watching
advocate
that
mid
game.
Bounty Hunter,
It was
though.
Hector mid.
Hector does some weird stuff. He does position one
One
Abaddon
who did
as well.
Ricky mid?
I don't.
Ricky mid too, right?
Yeah, Hector
Hector does the
makes
crazy
it
stuff.
work, and his team believes in him to make it work. So
Choose your hero.
Una. Right?
that's a hero I don't see much of. I was watching one game today, European game. I forget which one. I was half asleep. I got home from work, turned on or loaded up that ESL Dota 2 stream. Looked at my computer monitor from across the room, a huge screen, and just kind of drifted off as I watched Luna lose a game.
Was gonna lose the game because you saw it drifting as you were going to sleep.
Yeah, as I drifted off,
Got
so
it.
did
Yeah,
the
that's-
game
that's-
from the Luna.
That's perfect. That's 100%. That seems exactly how it's gonna play out. 100%, sure.
This is the kind of stuff that you bring me on for.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
But we'll see
remaining.
how Tomato does with this one. I'm interested to see Luna back in the meta. We also,
I want to see Brax get the scepter.
Brax with the egg in him.
You know what it does now, right?
On Bounty Hunter, oh yeah, you get the gold steal for each time the shuriken bounces off of somebody. Yeah, that'd be very annoying, but it's a position 3 Bounty Hunter. Move, just one player, so they can put him in the mid as well, but it's unlikely they're going to with Eternal Envy there. Also playing the mid. Pain.
Sorry, it's just like all the chat lines they did, right? You heard all the chat lines they did during the draft, right?
It's all...
There's only one here in the chat.
Yeah, so once again, for anyone joining us a little bit late, the reason the lobby took a little while to come online is we were experiencing difficulties for some reason. All of the text that you dropped in the lobby bled into the same line, so teams weren't able to communicate with each other, admins weren't able to communicate with teams. We had to throw in, what was it that they did? They started messaging each other on Discord or
They
Steam
messaged
chat?
the managers on Discord to get like the picks and stuff.
Yeah.
And it took a little responses, so that's why it was like 50-50. All right, looks like it's fine in game.
Yeah, different system for the in-game one. So we're good to go. Hopefully this gets patched out fairly quickly. I imagine the fix wouldn't take that long. In fact, it might have already been fixed while we were in the drafting phase.
Why do you see there's a update for Dota?
Hero Hunt Oh, is this like the card, like matching cards thing, or what? Oh no. This is just you click on the hero.
Oh yeah, this is the find the hero.
Yeah.
That yesterday.
Oh my God, they just got bodied by who's that on the Dragon Knight?
It is Moo, I believe.
Yeah, Moo bodying them again.
Rax's bounty hunter. Yeah, so it's Moo.
Ooh.
I like that they have this little music that they play with it.
Moo just destroying them. But Stinger lagging behind with 1 point. Moo ahead at 5. First he gets 10 points, does win this though. Moo seems to have an edge on the rest of the competition.
Void. Oh no, that's Void, not Void Spirit. God. Oh, they were right by each other.
Found 2 of them already with Moo at 7 points.
It's in the middle.
Stinger with
Stinger
2.
did get one more.
Yeah. Still 5 points behind Moo right now. He's not really moving up at the moment. 3 more points
Ogre,
for
Io.
win.
Okay, well I see Io immediately. Yeah.
Io immediately
Shadow
picked up by Moo. Shadow Demon is found by
I see
Pete.
Shadow Demon. Yeah, it's middle leftish there. Yeah, on top of the doctor. Perfect. Ogre McGee. Oh, it was right there.
2 points for Stinger that time. He is slowly closing this gap, but with 2 points away from victory, it's still not looking that great for Stinger. Ooh, at 8.
This is ridiculous. Tied TV Necro.
The next round does start. Pete also part of it. Ooh, 1-1 right there. 1 point away from victory, and he does manage to secure it. Moo with the victory in the hero hunt to the Battle Pass playground, everybody.
Moo takes game 1. There's game 2. Well, I guess it's going past 10 for some reason. Jakiro, I saw him a second ago. Where did he go?
I think everyone's done playing. Once they've already lost, it's like,
I'm done. It's right there.
Yeah. All right, everyone's ready to go. Well,
all right, I'm closing it.
They're ready to go on the side of
Don't
business
worry,
associates. We're just waiting on Beastcoast now.
Gotcha.
That's,
What are we looking at? All right, so it's mid puck, mid DK. Oh, it's not mid DK. It's mid quap.
Yeah, Eternal Envy.
Right.
Doesn't want to give up his lane.
Alright.
Well, they say Eternal Envy no matter what. That means he's mid no matter what.
So, remember when position 4, Luna?
I've just been informed that it was Chris Luck who played the Bounty Hunter mid.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep.
I'm going to assume that it is the literal managers that are telling you this.
Shout out to my inside man at Beastcoast. You know who I'm talking about.
Don't know who you're
That's Guac, the owner of the company.
Oh, it's Guac. Okay, got it. I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I've done. I don't talk to Guac.
He's a busy man. He does always take the time to watch his team play games, though.
Yeah, if anything, I've been talking with Hex more than I'm talking with Guac, but that's because I wanted the.
Hex is wonderful and an amazing artist. Wish I knew a little bit more about Business Associates, although the banner work for Business Associates easily outdoes Beastcoast, let's be honest here. Let's take one more look at the banners, come on.
I'm going mid. Yeah, it's perfect. Who doesn't want a banner like this?
There's 2 ways of doing your banners, you guys. There's mild and there's wild. Business Associates is wild.
Rax, buddy. I don't think you win this trade here, man. You're at very low HP. That's a first blood easy draw, and it goes to the Luna as well. You do not want to be giving a first blood away to a Luna.
Yeah, that lane's gonna get
like
a whole lot harder very fast.
Yeah, that's gonna be either full wand, you're gonna have your boots, or...
Well, she's picked out her items. She's heading towards a Wraith band, so...
Got the bounty runes.
Chris Locke is actually taking too much damage here. It's better off for him to just die.
He's burning away. They're looking for the deny. Don't get the deny. It's like Scofield will go down as a result of that. So they trade 2 off for the price of 1. But I think the first blood still totals up to more.
It's about an even exchange.
Nope. Wait, no, yeah, it is. It's only a 2 gold difference.
Yeah, it's a pretty even exchange. XP doesn't make a whole lot of difference for a level 1 hero kill. So back and forth. It is going to be a little bit easier for the Puck there, just due to the fact that he got the majority of. Oh, sorry, for the Luna, because she got the majority of the gold. Does make mid lane a little bit harder for the Puck, though. Puck should win this lane pretty handily. Does have phase shift to be able to dodge these shadow strikes, but it is hard because they are playing on US East. Everybody, normally this Queen of Pain Puck matchup, it's Puck favored just due to the fact that you can wait until the dagger comes out before you phase shift. Right now, you might have a little bit too much delay to be able to get that dodge off.
I used to play on some pretty bad pings. I think if I could do it, they could do it. Then again, I don't play Puck.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
All right, that's how.
Did you have the counter from last game? What was last game?
3-1.
Gotcha. So then this is, after this, then we post it top, actually. This is Associates trying to kill off Stinger here. They have enough right-click damage, but no follow-up burn because these specs stun it too. And it worked out perfectly. I have never seen a more cocky spec of stun.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be putting a point to stun this early on Dragonite. It's going to make your lane a little bit more difficult. You do have that increased kill potential, but you want to be able to spam Breathe Fire and Dragon Blood to be able to stay in the lane. So it does cost you. It's kind of like, God, who was I casting with the other day? We saw Monkey King pick up first point in Tree Dance at the start of the game.
That was also me.
Oh, yeah, that was you. We saw him pick up Tree Dance, and that basically lost him in the lane.
Back up the top again, though. Whisper. Very low HP. Moo trying to find the kill, and they will get the kill, and immediately stunning Clinks yet again here. He doesn't have Invis. He just has his Consume, and he could die off here if they want to dive, but they're not going to.
Yep.
You're not going to steal the boar either, though. We'll purge the salve. I didn't know you could do that, actually.
That's illegal. That's an illegal purge.
Enchant the salve? How is that? That's
not okay.
That's not real. What is this? Okay, hang on. Can you look at salve real quick? Does it say strong dispel only?
It's when you hold alt over it, it says dispellable.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
I didn't know that. Basically every dispel in the game does damage except for that one.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
All right, that would be something that Fear would know.
That is a Fear knowing thing. Okay, go field. Burst down at the last second there. I did see it. Brax getting kills is very important too because he wants to get level 6 as soon as possible, and getting those kills would mean getting 6 quicker. Plus, 3 range creeps kind of helps you out a bit.
Yeah. Bounty Hunter is also one of those heroes that he needs to snowball. He's not going to be as strong as other carries, but when he is, he just starts running people down with all the movement speed and damage that he has. So anything that he can get under his belt a little bit faster is wonderful for him.
It's a very different game in the way of aggression here. You got Business Associates with 5 kills already, and purely because of Moo just specking up the stun at very early. Although I think now you go for it anyway, right? It's 2-1-2, or like at least 3-1-1, or not 3-1-1. It's 1-1-3.
For which hero? Sorry.
DK.
Oh,
I think it's 2-1-2, right?
At this point, it'll probably be 2-1-2. Yeah. That level 1 Breathe Fire is a little bit pathetic. You don't want.
There's a big damage difference between the two.
Yep.
It's the same damage reduction and duration.
Yep.
But there's a big damage jump each.
It used to scale a little bit, but at this point, like if you have the Soul Ring, you're going to want to be spamming Breathe Fire more than you are.
Are we going back to top? It looked like they were compressing on top of each other.
He's too.
I don't think you could kill the DK though. He's solo basically because we see him around grabbing the bounty runes.
Especially when he's this close to his tower. Do keep in mind that tier 1 towers now give you 3 armor and an extra 1 HP regen. So right now this guy is sitting at
21. 14.
15. Oh, he went an extra point into Dragon's Blood. Wonderful.
Wow. Okay. 1-1-3.
I mean, this will stop him from dying in this lane to the Clinks. It's just physical damage that these two have.
Full ring immediately out onto the Clinks, and they will get this kill. Whisper. No slow available on Fear. I think he actually enchanted the boar, which is why they have the slow in the first place. But yeah, I think it's just because on top of that he's got the soul ring too, so it allows him to trade soul ring into using stun more often to get the kills in the lane, because it seems like that's exactly what's happening in this.
Yeah.
Who's having a great time?
You probably want to be playing a little bit further back than you are if you know that the DK has that point in stun. Stinger not really feeling that disciplined though. I mean, he sort of has to run around and try to do things, but the Enchantress that he's playing against, like, you want to hold your... Oh, no, Stinger's just dead.
DD rune going straight on to Stinger. He doesn't have invis. I'm pretty sure he's going down no matter what here. They'll blink in as soon as they want. Moo even pops DK ult. Oh, no, they're not going to chase him. I mean, I guess you got the DD rune on EE. You're hitting for about 144 or something.
I'm surprised he didn't Sonic Wave for that kill.
Okay. Looks like they'll go for Whisper instead. I mean, I guess it's because Clinks isn't really that big of a bounty target right now. He's died, like, what, all 4, 5, 3 times? 2 times.
It's a little bit greedy, in my opinion, not using your ability to kill the enemy. But Eternal Envy probably knows better than me.
A little greedy not using an ability. Yes, that's exactly what that is.
It's kind of an insult as well, like, oh, you're not worth the mana and cooldown, get out of here.
Oh, you meant in that retrospect, got it. Well, they do have Chris Luck now TPing in with Dream Coil. It's very bright and illuminating now with this new Immortal, but Boo is just not fazed by this at all. In fact, now here comes the Sonic. They will end up getting a good chunk of damage out. They get the tower as well. Moo, moderately low HP. Chris Luck looking to pick him off on the backlines here, but Whisper still eats the dirt either way. And they got to pick a target, not Stinger. They don't care about Stinger.
You have to be very careful.
And I don't think you're able to catch Chris Luck though, so it's not exactly an easy ride. Well, I say that.
Oh no.
EE waiting on the low ground, ready to get him. He's dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under
See you
attack.
later, nerds.
EE, too powerful. I mean, I guess that's what he held the Sonic Wave for. He knew that he'd make that play happen. I did see a little bit of a misplay. I'm not sure if it was ping or not, but you did try to pop the phase shift to dodge the Queen of Pain ultimate, but it came out a little bit late. So he actually used it after the ultimate had already connected with him.
Yeah, it has a linger time too, because even if you do manage to phase jaunt out of it, like,
yep, it passes
you go
through
back
you.
into the wave.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you Yule, the whole Yule's deafening blast on Invoker, where if you're timing, you push somebody back towards you.
Ooh. Sorry, I was bottom. I did see this whole entire transaction, but we do have EE now coming back in. There's Dream Coil in the bottom here to hold off these two heroes for the time being, and
you just can't do anything.
They're just playing around.
Yeah, this is 2 Dream Coils, the 2 rotations from Chris Luck now. He just dropped the Dream Coil and hasn't been able to do anything from it. That is super bad. Look at this. We're at 8 minutes into this game, and Business Associates is up 5K.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I mean, much like any kind of game, you got the net worth and you can see it physically, but until you start seeing a lot of stuff happen on the map, then it doesn't really do much. But Beastcoast are playing completely differently now, and they're putting everything on the map. Like, their presence is continuous. You can see them stunning heroes left and right. Even though that Sentry Ward just expired. They still want to do it anyway. It's gonna be a Necronomicon on this Bane.
Yeah, they're looking to win this game as quickly as possible. With the Bounty Hunter lineup, all the pushing power that they have, you know, why the hell not? Especially with how badly Chris Luck's game is going right now. I mean, he's 0-2. His net worth is sitting at 2.7k. I mean, Eternal...
Not having a great time. Wait, who are we talking about? We're talking about Snake.
Yeah, Eternal Envy's net worth isn't the highest either, but he's been making plays all over the lane. Like, his last hits are very, very low for 10 minutes, I'd say. But he's also keeping the entire enemy team's net worth pretty low with what he's doing. Go for the bounty
outposts. Double outpost captured. They do try for the bounty runes. Quap is going to be leashed for the time being, and this is probably the first time where they can actually do something. And they will get the kill.
Yeah.
They do pop a roar also on the Enchantress, but Enchant is 6.
Yeah, she's...
Fear's not exactly concerned here. I heard a Mask of Madness pop.
Call him No Fear right now, because he is fine.
He's perfectly okay with this. Stun immediately out onto the Beastmaster, but no immediate follow-up damage. Snake King is here, and he does have grip. might be holding it off here. He has 18 wand charges. He doesn't feel the need to use it on Stinger here, as Stinger will use up a wand to try to escape. Stunned. He's dead. Did have his invis available, but being stunned out like that one, and now they're going to farm these Necron creeps.
I mean, they did get an Eternal Envy there.
Oh, Brax. Coming back in, they actually get an easy kill on Tomato as well, but EE will be the first one to trade. What a feeder. Looks like they feed a courier too. Chris Rock might be able to get away from this. He's got one phase shift, but all he would be doing is dodging an attack. Won't change anything. The track will confirm the kill. That's a lot of gold, and Bounty Hunter now is tied, or not tied, but basically he's second for the net worth. Like, we didn't see him literally at all the whole entire game. He was in the bot lane farming, and Tower's still alive, but he's got gold.
Yeah.
Power of Bounty Hunter.
Bounty Hunter sure does have gold. Top lane, everyone's playing a little bit tighter right now on Beastcoast. I think they're starting to feel how far behind they are. They did get 2 kills on Eternal Envy. That was really big for slowing down his game. Unfortunately, the Bounty Hunter got a lot further ahead because of it. I don't think he's going to be as much of an issue, but again, this is the core Bounty Hunter. He's going to be going for these DPS items. This man is sitting a little bit low right now. Actually, just picking up neutral items now on the side of Business Associates. Before they didn't have any.
Jelly now on the TK. He's running at 34 points, 35 points of read on strength. Dream Coil though, is in the mid here. Thank you for the ping, I did see it. There's Aurora immediately out onto the Bane though, so they can't get the Fiend's grip off, and that's kind of their big fighter here, but not really gonna matter as Moo comes in with the damage, just going ham. That's the power of having that Sanj, and Braxy ain't done just quite yet. He wants to go for Whisper. He finds the first click. He doesn't have his Q available, but not gonna need it. Track on Schofield, and they do get him. I don't think you want to chase him.
No. Bounty Hunter isn't able to gap that distance quite fast enough, so he doesn't get that extra bonus movement speed from the track. Schofield does get away from that one, but again, the game just going further and further in the favor of Business Associates. Now they control the enemy team's jungle. If they get these bottom 2 towers, that would be wonderful, but up until they can really commit like a full Dragon Knight ultimate down the... Oh, Schofield.
Mid?
He's just dead.
Yeah, he is tracked at the moment. He might be able to get away. There's no mana available for a Shrew and Toss, but don't think they're entirely concerned about this one. Dream Coil not up for another 10 seconds, though. They do manage to find a return kill, cleaning up the trees. But here, Snaking trying to find someone to grip. Actually, he used grip, and it was already cooled down anyway. They do manage to find a lot of damage out on the Luna. Very low HP, still manages to go down. There's the Dream Coil, but too little, too late. You don't have your damage dealer alive right now. The closest you've got is Stinger, and he's level 5, so there's not much he's going to do here. Chris Luck will eat the dirt. Snaking will fall, however, but they will manage to get the kill on Stinger, and now they're looking for Schofield as well as Whisper. Whisper's tracked, so there's no real way for him to escape. A good ult coming out by EE, and next will soon fall. They want to get the track, but it's not going to matter. They'll get the kill either way. Where is Brax anyway?
Brax?
He TP'd back.
Yeah.
Oh no, he died. He was the first kill.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like waiting for the track, but he's nowhere nearby.
Yeah, Eternal Envy wasn't part of that fight at the start of it. He was actually pushing that bottom tower that I was talking about. Again, he did think Better Break came down to the mid lane and got himself a double kill. I think doesn't want to fall too far behind, so he wanted to separate himself from the fighting just because the enemies are focusing him down. Oh, speaking of.
It again, he's getting greedy. They want this kill on Luna pretty bad. There is a mask on her now, but that's the best you get.
Yeah, I mean both teams are happy to be doing this kind of fighting in this game with their lineups. I mean Nyx Assassin, Clinks are both like super happy if they can just brawl with the enemies, but at the same time they lose that to the Bounty Hunter. Every kill that he gets just does so much more for him.
Oh, Brax, hang around. Managed to find the first click immediately. Is going to end up getting hit by the Carapace Spike. They want to get this kill at least on somebody. They clip a Fierce Courier in the back line. Stinger is playing Moon, but it's not... Oh,
Corrosive will finish
oh,
him
he's
off.
got enough poison damage tick, but they get the deny.
Ooh, clean.
Very clean deny.
Chris Luck trying to do what he can to mitigate some of this pushing from Beastcoast. Sorry, from Business Associates. Because if they got the boundary, this could be the death of him though. His team teleports in these nightmares. He's just gonna die here.
Oh,
yep, he's gonna ult.
Yeah, there's not much you can do here. Snake and pops the ultimate and kind of dead. There's no real escape. Who goes for the last hit on that? I mean, he wants the gold too. You got to get that Blink Dagger up and running if you plan to do it. I don't think they need it.
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Yes.
Oh, EE's courier does get clipped though. I think Stinger is taking a book out of Moon's book, basically. He's taking a page out of there. I said
Moon's Moon.
yes.
I agree.
Moon Meander from yesterday, killing all the couriers. Stinger's like, all right, let's just kill couriers. Ooh.
You know what?
Doesn't have ult, so he can't transform and throw his stun at the brain.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They finally do get a bot tower though. They need the second bot tower to kind of make a bigger arrangement on the.
It did take them quite a while to get that one tier 1, but again, they're just trying to push all the pressure they can onto the enemy. I mean, keep in mind, this is a Luna. Only has 86 last hits right now.
6 last hits, still trying to end up getting the Yasha right now, and Moo just throwing out the stun immediately. They have the track on Clinks and they want this kill. They find fear in the back lines though, sidelines really. Stinger, I think, is just going to slowly die over here. In fact, Queen comes in to confirm it. Brax, very low HP, no method of healing. He'll go down for this one, but they do manage to get the stun on Nyx at the last second. Carapace is available, so we'll slow down this aggression for now. EE pumping his ultimate here, but he's not going to end up using it. It's going to hold on to it, and they want to wait until they find the Luna. Queen, blow it up now, though. Is going to blink away the coil, lands on nobody. And not the player, nobody.
Top tower is under attack.
Came out just a moment too late. Eternal Envy did manage to get out of there. Buying back on the assassin, not great there. About 2,000 XP in the favor of Beastcoast for that team fight, though. A little bit of extra gold in the favor of Business Associates. About 150 swinging their way. But any kills where they can go like 1 for 1 on the side of Beastcoast right now, even against the Bounty Hunter when they're behind by this much, it'll help you get the levels to get back into the game.
Carapace hold off people in the bot lane for now, but he will manage to find a beautiful 2-man stun, but it's not going to do much. Got snaking in the sidelines and the kill.
While stealing a little bit of extra gold with his Janata.
Looks like we're not going to see the Ags. He's going to go BKB, which perfectly fine. Stinger still clipping couriers.
Dire's top tower is
He's
under
level 6.
attack.
He doesn't know what else he could do.
Yeah. The BKB makes a lot of sense to me, because it is Brax running like straight through into the enemy team. He's getting punished a lot for it. He's died twice now, even though he's at like near the top of the net worth chart. Because of that, he's not at the top.
Dire's top tower is
He's
under
got the
attack.
Vlads right now, which is wonderful for his team, but it's him and the DK going in, being the frontliners in these team fights. And the enemy team knows that they're not going to bring down the DK, and he's not going to be doing that or anywhere near as much DPS as the Bounty Hunter. So the
Dire's top
BKB
tower
will
has fallen.
make things so much easier.
Dagger now finally up for Puck. Probably the Dream Coils will be a little bit easier to obtain. The ideal Dream Coils, at least. It's pretty easy to pop Dream Coil. Just you
Radiant's
hit
bottom
R on
tower
the ground.
is under attack.
Goes.
It's just that easy. It just works.
You want to know how to use your abilities? Hit the button.
Hit the button.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Growbo picked up.
Anyway.
That's a nice find for Puck.
Definitely nice. It's like they're holding on to the Ironwood tree, though. Oh, well, you said Puck. I'm dead. Schofield, though. Bit of trouble down here. Hexed up, slowed up, stunned up. Now dead.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Spike Carapace on cooldown. I think they just died.
He spiked at the start. Snaking's courier now dead.
Radiant's bottom tower
Fuck
is
is
under
that?
attack.
Everyone's just killing couriers.
Structures are fortified.
Goes kind of see what's going on a little bit here. They do immediately drop the grip on the Puck on the sideline here. No method of escape, and EE comes in to clean it up. Did they get the track?
I did.
I saw it, but I didn't see the gold particle thing. Okay, yeah, no, it happened. It definitely happened.
Yeah, he got the extra
That
gold.
kill was not 500 gold.
Yeah. So track kill was found, and that's basically Bane's job. He follows the Puck as he tries to do cheeky stuff. He's got his keen optic. Aether Lens wouldn't hurt him either, but he drops the Nightmare on somebody and then just ults him afterwards when his team rotates in. Slows down everything this Puck is trying to do. Speaking of slowing people down, Whisper is just going to die here. Another track kill
He's
going
just
their way.
straight up dead. Throws out the Roar, which I don't think you really should have done that. There's no way all of your creeps are going to be able to kill Snaking off.
It was ambitious. The cooldown isn't that massive, 90 seconds with it down. The only thing you've really done there is you've forced Bane out of combat for a while. He does need a little bit of extra mana and HP. The Necronomicon creeps did burn his mana a little bit, but with a Necronomicon of his own, his mana is just going up so fast.
Actually going in for more Necrons.
He's looking to end this game.
X. And out in the mid here, Moo as well. Ult primed and ready with the Blink Dagger, and here it is. Blink Dagger coming in. Stun available if they want to follow suit here. They immediately throw the sleep out onto the Nyx, so that board available. And they're like, all right, wake him up. Let's do this. Stun follow suit. Moo clicking in. They do have Chris Luck coming in though, but there's no reason to drop a coil on this one because there's no damage for follow-up. Schofield will fall. They blink in immediately. They'll find the secondary stun on the Beastmaster. Now here comes the Burning Army. It will do a little bit of damage, but a little bit of damage ain't enough damage. They find the kill immediately on Whisper. Brax does manage to fall to Chris Luck on the sidelines with a two-man coil going out here, and Bane just trying to stay alive for as long as possible. They find the kill on Stinger, and Chris Luck, the last one to fall. They will find it. It's a 5-man wipe for both of your offlaner and your support.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Brax is like, even though he's the offlaner, he's basically like the position 1 or 2 this game. He is a lot of the DPS. They do need to be focusing him on Beastcoast and doing a great job of that. However, I think at this point it's just too far gone. These fights are so heavy in Business Associates' favor. You don't have a lot to be able to clear out creep waves. Like the only thing you can really throw is the wild axes and the illusionary orb, but you have such massive initiation range. Like Dragon Knight can just blink on top of you. You don't have the DPS to bring him down, and if you do focus him, then Brax just wipes out your whole team in the meantime.
Huh? I thought she got enchanted and got hit, and she got enchanted and got hit a couple times. Fine.
I mean, it looks like, okay, why are you hitting out Beastcoast? Why are you trying to take these fights? But like the alternative to them taking these fights that aren't really ending up in their favor is Business Associates just taking every outside tower with like a lot of theirs up and farming the entire map. I think that's worse for them than what they're doing right now. So they're responding to this as best they can, but they are falling further and further behind.
Popping Dragon for him. They have a ward on the high ground, and they go immediately to find this kill on Chris Luck. Very low HP. I don't think even kind of disengaging from this one will save him. He goes down. Tower, and I think they'll just walk bottom after this. I don't think you want to try to go for tier 3s.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Especially since your team is already down here.
Courier has
Looks
been
like,
killed.
yeah, another courier is going down. Please tell me you're keeping up to date on the courier killer.
I am.
Okay, good. All right, well, Stinger falls at the same time, pays for his sins. I don't think Stinger is concerned about this anymore, though. He to be dying a lot and not really caring. I missed it for like 1 second. Brax kills off the Luna solo. Oh, never mind. No, Snake King was here. Back in the mid, Moo gets the kill and Whisper. I don't see the recovery plan anymore.
I don't either. Luna isn't one of those heroes that's super amazing at taking on T-points. Yeah, you can get like a solo pick-off with Eclipse. Yeah, you can out-farm the enemies with Moonglaves if you're able to farm creep camps, but you just don't get to exist outside your base, and every time you do, they don't need to commit that much to head back. They can lock the majority of the heroes in your base. Maybe you can get Puck or Luna to run them around by yourself somewhere else, but if that's the case, the only person they have to commit to deal with that is Snake King on the Bane.
A little aggressive here. They do throw out the double tracks. The sleep still out onto Clink. They do mana break Brax, and that's a lot of his mana, but you know, Brax is BKB. He didn't care. Keep going. He's got track available. He'll hit Chris Luck with it as soon as he finds him. When he finds him. If he finds him. Blinks away. I think he'll still be in range. Yep, just barely. But they got the bot tower in the meantime as well. Just Business Associates just taking towers, and now they control the whole outer line of the map, and soon enough, we're going to see DK controlling the enemy heroes more than he already is anyway. Sleep immediately out on to the Nyx. There is no immediate reveal, however. I think Bane's the one carrying it. Nope, not anymore. Stun goes out, though. They find the kill on Schofield right shortly after.
And he just bought out his full Meteor Hammer right now, so no buyback for Nyx Assassin. But here comes Bane. This is exactly what I was talking about. Every time you want to be able to deal with the split pushing from the Puck or the Luna, you only need to commit your support hero. your position. This is Bane's in position 4 or 5. Is 4, right?
Actually, I believe he's 5.
It's hard to tell at this point. They both
yes,
have more
both of the
farm than the
supports-
enemy mid.
Yes, exactly. Both of the supports are out farming the mid, so it is very hard to tell who is who and what is what.
Oh, that was clean. You see that right there? That's what we call gaming, Pete. He blocked the Bane coming into. He blocked the Bane coming into.
Oh, gaming.
Yeah, he blocked the Bane coming in. Couldn't get him because of Manta illusions. This guy's too good.
Stinger ate the hard Dagon creep. Wouldn't get spotted. Believe it or not, actually, Stinger did lose his courier, so courier snipes happening, going all across the map. And speaking of snipes, Nyx Assassin being sniped down. Eventually, there it is. We'll get the kill. No real way to escape that one. It looks like this is a pretty held-in-hand game for Business Associates. They're just waiting for the opportune time to walk up to the high ground.
22k net worth up. They are trying to run them around the map as much as possible as Beastcoast, but I feel like at a certain point the net worth difference just becomes too big.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
And around, he's looking to pick off a courier. EE's courier gets picked off by Chris Luck. Stinger just hanging out here. He's level 7, waiting for the courier to come back. Snaking comes up to the top though and immediately drops the ultimate on Puck, and he doesn't even need the help of anyone else.
Yeah.
He still finishes the TP though, but he owned him.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Tier 3
Boom,
items.
coming in. He wants to find the right Luna and found the right Luna after the Manta, because you know the Mask of Madness particle effect was still there, and I don't think there's a real easy way for him to escape.
Oh my God.
Up by everybody here. The BKB at the last second. They're cleaning him up. They get the kill. Schofield stunned up on the sidelines as well. He'll get tracked. He is dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well,
Okay, what were you gonna do?
While that was happening, I thought that like completely without any vision, Snake King was going to catch out and cancel the TP of the Clinks, but that didn't happen. Teamfight is pretty important too. That's what I'm blaming for watching that one.
Speaking of which, though, we do see a Beastmaster in a bit of trouble. Moo just clicking him away. Slow it up. What are you gonna do? You gotta die. Dead.
Yeah.
And his associates, they take it. They walk over this game with this DK.
Yeah, pretty.
Brax Bounty Hunter.
Brax Bounty Hunter, a pretty one-sided match. Pause came out for the game.
They paused it. It disconnect paused right at the.
Yeah, but they had the backs against the wall for just a huge period of time. At like 8 minutes in the game, they were already 5k net worth up on Business Associates, and they didn't really have the.
FY, he's found himself No Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlane.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're gonna struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm as ninjas here.
Got to be
Watch
careful who
Jerax.
shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Zame to have this invis rune. And Zame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb in as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in, though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience, keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane, though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is loving the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeks. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the agony. So. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink calls out, as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Armin. The triple buyback's now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the 3 of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG. They have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are been gold, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It
Yep.
was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon disc on Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed in 5.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
So it's all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled. But it's
Anna, he's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shiva's covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb pots the BKB. He'll try and stand his grab, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. As Jarex as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep tracked by these 4 spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jarex. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Anna, and Jarex. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jarex is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split a course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this rack's on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get the set. He's in. The call, the EMP, the counter, but FY's in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it off. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pods the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Thompson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No-Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No-Tail. No-Tail puts the hand of God, but No-Tail beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the private split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the two of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Bombs the Shiv is gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus? And X-Nova is so low. As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without two of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with them with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
Yeah.
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double gun. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the head. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost right. He's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
He's back. Real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's
Dire
already out of
team
there.
back.
Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're running
Radiant
without
team
Jerax for the
back.
same amount of time. And that lead the PSG LGD had, it is going down,
Dire
but
team
only
back.
4K, 5K at the moment.
Radiant team
With these
back.
last few fights, obviously the 25s now coming out on OG.
Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Enchantress.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Queen of pain. Dire team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Dragon Knight.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
But
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Clockwork.
Yep.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Enigma.
Oh.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban.
Gyrocopter.
Yeah. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Axe.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. select your heroes.
Not what you expected?
你上。
Yo, this guy has no chill, man.
Oops.
You fought badly. You deserve nothing worse.
Stare into the abyss. Bow to your lord.
他走了。
来，你打我呀！
在里面。
30 seconds to battle.
Healing power.
The battle begins.
Rattle 'em, yeah!
Let's go.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Not on my watch.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You fought badly. Die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, today anyway.
来，你打我呀！
Worthy tribute. Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hilarious.
are fortified.
No more.
Pain without consequence. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Is blunted.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You out of that tin can.
Double damage.
Such the soil where it stands.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nature attend us.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
I could do this all day.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Your legs are working.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
What's the good do, die young?
I scream bloody murder. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
No.
Dire's structures are fortified.
My sprites are with us.
On my words.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Come on, sprites.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has been denied. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Illusion.
Hunger healed.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I hope Goodkind is taking notes, because people are gonna love reading about me killing you.
My sprites are with us.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Stop.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Our vocal ends.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Death of a fawn.
Worthy tribute. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Here's the good ammo.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In your backside. Gotcha.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Players here. 你行，你上，来，你打我呀！
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
来，你打我呀！
CSGO. So I sold my Dragon Lore, went in Dota 2, and that worst decision I am stuck here. Well, to be fair, I like this game a lot better than CS. It's a lot harder to cast CS, let me tell you. Both? All the above? I like the game, I like casting it, and I like hats. So, but yeah, EE's just playing this game perfectly. And like you said earlier, your eyes cannot track EE's perfect plays. And well, I mean, it's true. It's very hard. EE's just literally running circles around everybody. He's putting so much effort into this game, and it's paying off. Like we said earlier, you know, they may have 19 kills. They're not ahead, but they're getting there, and they can't really do fights like that. But they want to work around Black Hole as well. And like you said, the BKB is the big thing that they want to try to get to push this along. Got 1,600 gold on Brax at the moment. I imagine you buy in. Huh? Yep. They do see him, though. There was a sentry in the mid. They saw him for a split second. EE. Up in the top. Oh, he got him. Axe blinked in with a call with the new fresh blade mail right there. Getting a lot of spins. See how much actually came from. Enough from spin. That was a lot of damage. 1485. So, like, she had to have ulted him. No, she don't say it either. It was just straight up spins. Blade mail. And yeah. So yeah, this is that was a really good kill actually. You can't run around and make some space right now, but business are gonna take what space they can. It's like maybe try to put some light aggression into bot here, but in the meantime we have Beastcoast hanging out in the mid. Look, they could find any cheeky heroes for a pick.
Radiant are scanning.
Link immediately out on to Brax. There's no way they can do this with Black Hole. He's trying to find the appropriate spot, but he's gonna have to disengage. They lose staking. He drops the hole, but it's on one and nobody's there for follow-up damage. I say that though, the follow-up damage is here. Moo clicks away. They managed to find the kill. Whisper trying to run away here, face boots and all. Blink Dagger up in 1 second here. He pops the Essence Ring, blinks down to the low, and he's out of there. He not able to find him. No Yules or anything like that, so. So they kill off the DK, but it's still like immensely worth it for the side of Beastcoast. Especially since the black hole was off cooldown. I wasn't gonna say, like, what are your thoughts on the fact that he might have misblinked? Like, you know, when you hit the blink dagger twice, it blinks you. But there was a word, so like.
There for some reason. We can ask me after the game.
Here, in a bit of trouble here. He does have borrowed time available, and he's gonna try to walk away from this. Oh, 4-step. Nope, never mind. They got him. They got him with the hook shot. They'll kill him off, and in the meantime, they also managed to find the kill on Snake King by the tower.
Radiant's top tower.
They just got 2 kills, and I think Beastcoast, they want to push this advantage that they still have, and they have a cannon here, so they're holding on this tower. This tower's going down.
And again, this opens up even more the map. They grab that, maybe they grab the next tier 2. They definitely can't push high ground yet. I mean, Black Hole is on cooldown. It would be unheard of for them to go for it, but I think they want to grab Roshan. Oh, sorry, Roshan doesn't spawn for another 2 minutes potentially here. Probably want to buy their time before grabbing Roshan.
Go. Stack the ancients. You got a paladin sword now, and you swap that bad boy out, send it home.
Oh my god. He's got the satanic, he's got the paladin sword. He's gonna be just stealing so much life. Even if he's inside the black hole, he's still gonna be regaining so much HP from all the regen he gets from this.
Scofield does manage to go down in the Schofield, sorry. Manages to go down in the bot lane in the meantime. EE trying to find some damage out onto this DK. Snake King drops a sentry, but they're not going to find him, and Brax is here as they have another sentry, but at the same time, Whisper manages to kill Moo, and this is not a trade you really want to be taking. I mean, sure, you kill off the DK, you got the clock, but you just lost your top net. Actually, he's not even top net worth hero.
No. Envy is, this is the Envy show now.
It's still like, I mean, the net worth chart doesn't really help me on this one. It was definitely worth it for.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
They're gonna chip away at this tower here. You're not gonna be able to get a whole lot in return on the side of Beastcoast, unfortunately, to find the Orb of Destruction for the Gyrocopter, but you want to hang on to that Paladin Sword. That is possibly one of the best items you could have gotten. Because again, the enemies are gonna disable you, are gonna be stuck inside the black hole. But with all that lifesteal, like the extra, the greater healing passive from the Paladin Sword, and then the lifesteal from the Satanic and the Paladin Sword, like that adds up so much.
Gyro's invincible. Yeah, that's pretty much just it.
You're stealing for like half the damage you do.
And now he's gonna go for the butterfly. It's like right around the corner. He's gonna do so much. He's gonna be impossible to kill. Like the next item after this butterfly, he's going divine.
Yep.
Or Daedalus.
I mean, compare what the Monkey King has to what the Gyrocopter has. His butterfly is almost complete. Once he has it done, it's like not even a contest. Look at these two guys. Radiance and Echo Saber versus what is almost just like 1,000 gold away from it. Aghanim Scepter, Satanic, Chrysalis, and Butterfly against just Radiance and Echo Saber, man. Come on. I'm not sure what he can do. We saw... Beastcoast is playing the Gyrocopter, and once he had the Butterfly online, the Ursa just wasn't able to hurt him. There was all that evasion, all that armor. He might as well have not been attacking the guy. And this time he's got the Satanic and the Paladin Sword to fall back on, even if they do manage to like stun lock him with the Black Hole and all these Earthshaker abilities. I'm not sure they have the damage.
Yeah, there's no real follow-up damage. Like, you were talking about it earlier. Diffusal, that would have been the big damage item for him, but since he didn't go for it, it's not there. And like the Monkey King build that you go for with the Radiance, you go Aghanim Scepter, and Moo's not going to be able to get any item between now and the next 6.5 minutes unless they win a big team fight. And like you were saying, even if you're black holed, even if you're being echo slammed into oblivion, even if somehow you're disarmed, Gyrocopters just gotta kill you.
Yeah.
Every time. They do manage to find at least Stinger up here, but it's
not easy. They can't hit him.
popping his ulti on the sidelines here, shows off the Shadow Blade. There's no Lincolns available on this Queen, and they get the stun immediately with the call down. The Black Hole goes down, but they are doing enough damage on the outside. The call lands as well as the Clockwork Cook. Clockwork actually has Aghanim Scepter. He used Overclock. He's going for Snake Kick. They get the skill as well. They're going for more as they see Fear up on the top side here. They don't have any initiation stuns, anything like that. Call is there, though, as well as the follow-up stun from Chris Luck, and that is another dead man.
Radiant's top
Monkey King is up, but not a whole lot he's able to do. At best, he can cut the creep wave, but he can't get anywhere close to them.
If anything, he's just going to try sniping some couriers, but it's not going to do too much here as we see the gyrocopter just destroying this tower. And like you said, we saw the Black Hole go down, and it didn't do anything. He got Clockwork cooked immediately. There's specific heroes that need to be inside that Black Hole every single time the ability is used. And
no,
it just wasn't there.
That was, he got hit by Side Gunner while Gyrocopter was in it, and it finished him off, actually.
Was that the case? I thought Clockwork jumped in there.
Yeah, I think he just died.
Clockwork hooked somebody.
Died, man.
he just died.
He was done.
And it hurts to see that too, because like he was just, it was a good hole. It's just there wasn't any damage.
You need to be using this Black Hole when you're super high HP now, or else you're just gonna die to the Gyrocopter Side Gunner.
Right. And especially if he finishes into Daedalus, which we do see. That's his next item queued up here.
Yep. Just go their way. Perfect move there, just taking that Rax, not trying to run that whole distance down to the tier 3 or fight under the tier 4s or anything like that. Take the Rax, get back, beat Roshan. This is amazing temperament by Beastcoast.
Ooh, what the heck? Who just got bursted down by Whisper and Scofield?
Yeah.
That's
under attack.
Oh my gosh.
They're gonna try.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do about this one. Actually, it looks like they want to try to go for Axe, but he's a kind of a beefy boy. He might be able to hold his own for a little while here, but nah. Whisper, who's in all of his HP, turns on the Blade Mail. He has no real method of escape or living here. He will probably end up going down. No, he's got so much HP and regen. He's got 49 points. Double BKBs go through, but Prex, you've got no one to use abilities on, and you've got no abilities to use. Here does manage to TP out, though. They managed to get everybody out of there, but they just couldn't kill this Axe. They burned everything. Well, they didn't burn everything, actually. Still had Scream available for Queen. And, no, they had everything still. They could have killed him. They used abilities.
They
don't want to.
Too hard to say. He's got 50 HP, or sorry, 49 and a half, basically 50 HP regen a second right now on the Axe. For every 2 seconds it takes to kill him, he might as well have another 100 hit points.
Right.
He's got the Essence Ring to fall back on. He popped his Pipe of Insight. Like, he was just too big for them to bring him down. Again, they need to have the burst damage to get these heroes. And they don't have that anymore. There's too many people that they need to grab inside this Black Hole, and he wasn't sitting underneath the Midnight Pulse either. If they managed to trap him in it while they were ganking him, I think he would have gone down, but he did manage to walk outside of it, and he lived. But
Clockwork Hook goes out immediately. They want to look for this kill on Enigma. If they find Brax, that's huge. They do manage to throw out the Wukong command, and they have at least 2 heroes in there. They have this very low Monkey King. The Echo Slam goes through, though. It does a lot of damage, and the Black Hole follows suit. Brax still managing to at least get some very good heroes in this one, but the Aegis is alive, and all of Business Associates heroes are very low HP. They buy back immediately. They want to disengage. They find the kill out onto the Monkey King, though, and Chris Luck, they're going to disengage. They don't want to stay around too much longer. They had the buyback immediately come out from this one, and that is a team fight that they want to take.
They want this.
They bought back, and they want more.
They want the
Chris Luck drops the stun immediately, and oh my goodness, Fear is just insta-dead. They have the blink away immediately, though. EE is going to get hit by the rocket. No disjointing that one. Looks like Gyro does not care about this Midnight Pulse.
No.
Either is Chris Luck. He's got Satanic, Paladin Sword, like we've already talked about. He's a beefy boy. When he's not, he could just hit the button for his Satanic.
Radiant's bottom.
With Black Hole on cooldown, there's not a whole lot they can be able to do. That is their main answer to him. He is terrified. Look at this! Oh my god!
That's so much damage! Brax almost dies just the switch shot alone! Axe is pinging it too, and he's like, yeah, dude, he could be dead right now. You gotta be careful there, bud. I mean, Gyro's doing a lot of damage here, and he's also got the triple homing missile charges, so if he wants to try and finish off the kill or land up a stun like this. EE's just losing all of his HP to this. They have DK blinking immediately, but Scofield on the sidelines, a 787 crit will confirm the kill with a gem hitting the ground as well. They buy back immediately on snaking. They see that Brax is on sidelines, get bursted by creeps, and they will have to buy back immediately. But they're going to lose this last set of racks, and I don't think you can hold back after this. You got your Monkey King, but you don't have a black hole. It's not up for another whole minute here. The closest thing you got is Wukong Command.
It's not going to be enough. They don't have the disable, and they don't have the damage to kill the gyrocopter without that black hole.
Here, trying to at least buy some time here, but can't quite get it. They missed the call immediately from Whisper, but there's just so much damage going out here. Moo's just not really coming out of this one, though they do manage to at least bring down... No, they can't bring down anyone. Axe is on the sidelines here. They find the kill on Snaking Fury. It's the dirt. Moo staying inside the ring, staying on top of the base, but it's not going to matter. The Ancient won't protect you as he soon hits the dirt as well. The only one alive being Brax, and Whisper's like, I want to kill this man too. I got my Ghost Scepter. Let's go. But don't matter. Beastcoast will take the series 2-1.
Beastcoast.
Items. I just saw that. Come on, guys.
Beastcoast, I guess they're happy to win it. God, they played so much better than I've seen them play the last couple of months here. It felt a lot like when they were at their team house again playing with Hector. I mean, apparently he was communicating with them yesterday after the games. They were all working together. His ping isn't good enough to play right now, but Tomato did an excellent job standing in for him. He played an amazing gyrocopter game, both in game 1 and game 3 here. And his team made all the space in the world for him to farm, for him to get there. So super awesome series out of Beast. Because I do want to say in that last team fight there, though, so many things went right for Business Associates. Like the clockwork hooked forward, he used all of his stuff. He didn't quite manage to bring down the Enigma. They managed to get the black hole into so many heroes, but despite all of that going right for